about an hour or so to chop it up with the kid, man, and listen to the build. Just want to get some things off my chest this morning. So like I said, hopefully y'all got time. Give y'all about 2 or 3 minutes to tap in with the kid before I start going into vent mode. So what's the word, man? Let me know how y'all living. Let me know how y'all feeling on this wonderful Monday. Y'all see the particular topic of the stream, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some preaching to y'all or some teaching to y'all. I don't like saying preach or whatever the case may be. So we gonna teach, man. Let y'all know a little something about betrayal. Let y'all know a little something about betrayal, man. So like I said, hopefully y'all got a little time today for this message, man. Anais, peace queen, what's happening? What's the word? Montel, peace, what's happening? Mr. Barbados, peace, what's the word? You already know, Khaled energy, for sure. That's how we rock. That's how we gonna always rock. Keep that energy alive. Miami Soldier, peace, what's the word? What's happening with you, my brother? What's the word? How we living on this Monday? Airview, peace, what's happening? TZ, my brother, peace, what's the word? Montel, everything is peace, my way. Everything is good. Prodigal son, peace, peace, my brother. What's happening? Travian, peace. Anais, for sure. That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? I made a status on Facebook, man, and that's the jewel that I had to drop for the people on Facebook. Aaron, peace, what's happening? That's the jewel I had to drop to him on Facebook, man. I had to let him know. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, when you give a person that second chance after they done did you dirty, you can no longer accuse that person of betraying you. You betrayed yourself, man, by giving that person that second chance. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Create strategy. King Ramsey, peace, what's happening? Tasha, peace, what's the word? How we living, how we feeling? But yeah, man, like I said, again, we done been talking about accountability for so long, but a lot of times everybody be talking about betrayal and who betrayed them. And it's like when you really start analyzing the situation, like, nah, you essentially betrayed yourself. Keep giving these people second chance, third chance, fourth chance if you want to. Like, once somebody reveals those true colors to you, man, after the fact, every decision you make after that is on you in regards to whatever that person does to you, because they done already showed you. One time is too many for us, man, especially when we start getting a little older in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that second chance stuff in regards to, like, friendships, that's for the young bulls. When we get older, like, man, listen, I ain't got time for that. When you start doing some shady things as we get older, like, I'm cutting you off instantly. You're not getting a second chance. I don't have time to be doing that. I don't have time to be doing that at all, man. And if I allow you back in the cipher and you do me dirty again, that's my fault. So I betrayed myself because I let my guards down. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that you would change. Like, nah, man, listen. Somebody show you those shady colors. Listen to them. Listen to them. Put something into motion quickly, because they letting you know how they get down, man. They letting you know how they get down. Stop being naive. Stop being gullible, man. That person did you dirty, and I'm talking about some extreme dirt. When that person does some extreme dirt, we not talking about making you know what I'm saying, like a little mistake or nothing like that, man. We talking about committing heinous errors. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of situations to where we feel like we have been betrayed. Like that's a serious offense right there, man. So when they start doing things to you like that, the first time, you might want to listen. Might want to listen. Nick, peace, what's happening? CCN TV, what's the word? Nice, and that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Dudes, and you know what I'm saying, people be doing crazy things that I would never fathom doing to somebody one time if I'm saying that we cool. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying that we cool, there's certain things that I'm not gonna do, man. I ain't gonna steal from you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I think that we can, I'm not gonna steal from anybody, let alone a person that I'm considering cool. I'm cool with this person, so yeah, I'm not gonna steal from somebody that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? So you rocking with a person, they feel comfortable enough to steal from you, and you give that person a second chance, man. Come on, man, stop playing. Like, nah, man, if y'all that cool and that person felt comfortable enough to steal from you once, they gonna steal from you a second time. If you allow them to, if you allow them back in the cipher. Like, come on, man, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Lying and stealing and all this type of nonsense, man. Like, we be allowing these type of people back into our lives, man, and try to justify it. Like, nah, man, listen, I never steal from you, so why are you stealing from me? You know what I'm saying? So you done stole from me. I would never steal from you. Therefore, I'm going to remove you from the cipher. You are eliminated. I'm not dealing with you. Or Doreen, if you ain't got the evidence, then that's one thing. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got the evidence, that's one thing. But sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I like to deal with facts, but sometimes, man, you know. Sometimes you know who stole what, even if you can't prove it. Like, we got this in our, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody got somebody like this in the family. When something come up missing, you just know who did it. You know who did it. You ain't necessarily got the concrete physical evidence, but you know. So when it's a situation like that, and you ask the person and you give a person the ability to tell you the truth, and they lie to you, it's like, man, keep it moving. Keep it moving, especially when you keep a very, like, I don't roll with a lot of people. So if somebody steals something from me, man, it's only a select few people who it could actually be. So if you roll with too many people to where it's like you don't know who stole something from you, you ain't got no idea, then it's time for you to tighten that circle. But for the most part, man, when something goes down like that, man, you know what's up. You know what's up. You got a great idea of who did it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, of course, that person steal from you, then they obviously gonna lie. They not gonna tell you the truth. So then you're dealing with a person that's gonna steal, then you're dealing with a person that's gonna lie to you in the same breath. And we didn't have, you know what I'm saying? You got people like that people give a second and third chance to. No way. And then be surprised when they continue to steal from you. No way. No way. The joke's on you at that point. The joke is on you at that particular point. Man, I'm not about to keep allowing these type of people in my mix, man. People that's disrespecting me, people that's stealing from me, lying from me, people that don't take my peace of mind seriously. Like, nah, man. No. Like, we not rocking with those type of people, man. We not giving them people a second chance. Again, hey, everybody deserves a second chance, just not on my watch. In regards to me sacrificing my peace and my sanity. And I'm going to just go ahead and keep it real like that. You know what I'm saying? People deserve second chances, yes, but not on my watch in regards to sacrificing or me sacrificing my peace, my sanity, my health. So you can get that second chance elsewhere, not for me. That's how I look at it. Jay Green, peace, what's happening? Serenity, peace, what's the word, Queen? Koshun, what you say? My grandfather taught me to run alone. I understand why now that I'm older, people are trash for sure. 100%. 100%. And people, listen, people reveal this to you almost instantly. That's why for the life of me, when people be getting into these relationships and they swear up and down that they didn't know that a person was garbage, I'm laughing at them. I'm like, man, they showed you that they was garbage in the beginning of the relationship. You just chose to overlook it. You chose to overlook it. And that be the case 99% of the time, man. Stop acting like these people ain't showing you that they trash in the beginning. You just choosing to overlook it. You choosing to be naive and gullible. And that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Again, people show you them true colors and they show you them true colors rather fast, man. You just got to be able to pay attention. You got to not be able to. You just got to pay attention. Got to pay attention. That's it. Jawan, peace. What's happening? Doreen, for sure. That's how I look at it, man. Of course, if you bold enough to steal from you, already know lying ain't nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? If you bold enough to steal from me, lying ain't really nothing. It ain't really nothing to you. You bold enough to steal something from me, from a person that you claim to be, that claim to be family and all that type of stuff, man. You bold enough to steal from a family member, then like lying, that's almost like brushing your teeth at that point. That's second nature. That ain't nothing. So I do not expect the thief to be telling me the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, stop acting like these people are not out here showing you their true colors, man, because I guarantee you that they are. Guarantee you. People just don't be paying enough attention, man. We be so distracted by all the nonsense that we be overlooking what's right in front of our faces, man. And then swear So yeah, I never buy it when somebody tell me, oh, they was like this in the beginning. They wasn't for like, nah, man, you just overlooked it, man. Because again, man, what they say, man, the cream always rises to the top. Cream symbolic to the truth. You gonna always see that true person. Just gotta look, gotta observe, gotta analyze, gotta examine. We too lazy out here, man. We too lazy with it. We too lazy with our observations. We too lazy when it comes to just doing the knowledge to the person, scoping out a person, scoping out an individual. We lazy. We see something that we like to look at, and then that be good enough for us for a minute. Then when that wears off, we be like, dang, man, like this person actually trash. Nah, they was trash at the beginning, yo. They had always been that way. Ain't nothing changed. What we say, ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. If that was the case, if we got all these good actors out here, like, man, Hollywood should be filled with a lot more of them. You know what I'm saying, man? These people are bad actors, man. So I find it hard pressed to believe that everybody out here getting tricked by these dudes and by these women in reference to relationships, to where they acting to a point where y'all didn't know the true person into years into the relationship or months into the relationship. Man, people ain't that good out here at acting, man. They not. Man, why they be messing with my sound, man? CC Peace, what's happening? Shantae Peace Queen, what's the word? But yeah, people ain't that great at acting out here, man. But we giving them too much credit out here. Like, yeah, man, I didn't know he was like this a month ago, 6 months ago, or a year ago. Yes, you did. He gave you every reason to believe that. You just chose to overlook it because you like what you was looking at. You saw potential, all that stupid stuff, man. All that nonsense. All that nonsense, man. People be revealing the true colors, man. So stop betraying yourself, man. Stop doing that. Start looking at people for who they show you that they are, not for who you think they should be. Like, don't do that. Don't do it. That's how a lot of people fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? When I meet somebody, man, and they start doing some weird stuff initially, that's how I'm finna look at them. Like, when the first time I met them, that's what they was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm paying attention to everything. I'm paying attention to everything that you do, everything that you say. And that's how you gotta do it, man. That's how you gotta do it. How you finna be talking to somebody 2 or 3 years and you swear up and down that you didn't know they was a certain type of way, like they just really been concealing that from you the whole time. Like, nah, man. No. They slipped up and showed you a few times, man. You just didn't take it seriously enough. You didn't want to take it seriously enough, man. You didn't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You didn't want to believe it. Like, I'm not clinging to anything, man. Like, all these people out here, man, it's a bunch of, as dude said, man, people are just trash out here, man. That's just a fact, man. It's a fact. The world we live in, man, it's a lot of trash individuals out here. It's a lot of trash individuals. It's a lot of individuals with baggage. It's a lot of people that have been traumatized. It's a lot of negative people out here. It's a lot of chaotic people out here. It's a lot of destructive people out here. It's a lot of this out here, man. And that's just the way the world is. It's a lot of that out here. Pick your poison, because it's a lot of that out here. And me, type person I am, I don't have to entertain any of that if I don't want to. I don't have to entertain negativity if I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to entertain someone else's baggage if I don't want to. That stuff is a choice. It's a decision. I don't have to entertain any of that. So if I'm having one of them days, man, if I'm feeling a certain type of way to where I don't feel like entertaining some negativity, some chaos, some nonsense, and I feel like valuing my peace, and I have every right to do that. I have every right to cut some people off because that's all they bring and that's all they supplying in my life. So we got to understand, you do not have to entertain negativity. I don't care if it's family, I don't care if it's friends, man, I don't care who it is. You don't have to. There's no gun in your head saying you got to entertain this toxic situation. You got to entertain this toxic person. You got to force yourself to be in this relationship with this person. Ain't nobody putting a gun in your head. And I don't care who, like I said, I don't care who it is. Mother, father, son, daughter, I don't care. Nobody's forcing anybody to be in any type of relationship out here. And that's just a fact. That's a fact. Bobby, my brother, peace, what's happening? Mr. Barbados, no, sir, I am not, but I definitely respect the movement. Steve, for sure, 100%. And it's crazy because it's like people be placing this image on you, and like you won't even have been and showed them any of these, like the image that they paint of you. Like they paint that image for like no reason, because your ways and actions don't even, you know what I'm saying, don't even justify the image that they have painted. So it's like, man, I done been there, done that, man. People had this whole image of you in their head, and this could be a relationship, this could be a family member, and that image is totally false. Like there's no reason for them to have painted that image, but they painted it anyway. And then they be surprised when you don't fit that image. It's like, dude, I didn't ask you to paint that image of me anyway. Like you did that. You had this whole person in your mind. You had this whole idea of me in your mind, and this idea was totally incorrect. You had no reason to have this idea or have this image of me. You did it anyway, and now you're surprised when it don't line up. I didn't ask you to create that image of me. Well, they say God made man in his image and his likeness. Like, that's what we be doing to people. We be creating people in our image and our likeness. Like, we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that. The person, this whole person is showing you who they are. But instead of you accepting that and embracing that, you want to create a whole image in your likeness. Meaning you want to create the person how you want to create, how you want the person to be. That don't necessarily mean that's how the person is, man. And I can't stand that, man. That's like one thing that I cannot stand. That's why I've always been kind of rebellious in regards to dealing with people who I feel like trying to change me as a person. I ain't tolerating that. I ain't tolerating that. I never will tolerate anything like that, man, because again, especially, and I made another status on Facebook. It's like, if you don't have your life in order, I don't care what you got to say about my life. And even if you have your life in order, I still don't care what you have to say about my life. Like, it's my life and I'm living it on my terms. So that's how I look at people, man, when they trying to judge me. Like, hey, if you don't have your life in order, I don't care about what you have to say about me and my life. And still, if you have your life in order, I still don't care. Like, this is my life and I'm gonna live it on my terms. I'm the best knower of myself. You don't know me, especially if it ain't been some years and you think you got me figured out in 6 months. Come on, man, please. Like, I don't care about all that judgment. I don't care about none of that nonsense, man. So the last thing I'm about to be dealing with is a person that's just trying to, like, change, forced to change. Only thing that gets met with force is what? Resistance, man. You know what I'm saying? That's science out here. So nah, we ain't rocking and rolling like that, man. We ain't rocking and rolling like that. We ain't rocking and rolling like that at all. It's TT's world. Peace. What's happening? Bobby at all, man. Can't force it. That's resistance, man. It's the resistance that we talking about. Air view all the time, man. People had this image of me in their mind all the time. Been incorrect. Even back in the day when, you know what I'm saying, you used to be young and dating and you used to meet people's parents. Man, I done had parents misjudge me. That almost happens like 99% of the time, man, where a parent to meet me, obviously. You know what I'm saying? They look at me on the surface and they had this incorrect image of me all the time. And I'm just laughing like I'm the total opposite of what you think. But since you want to be a fool and you want to judge, then that's on you. But when they try to judge me according to their narrative, then we gonna have a problem every time. Like, nah, man, I'm not the person that you done created in your mind here. Like, I'm not that person. So you're not about to judge me according to that. We gonna put an end to that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put an end to that. I'm not the person that you think I am. I'm the person that I know I am. Like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, don't think you know me because you done created an image in your mind. Like, nah, you want to get to know the kid, build with the kid. That's the only way to get to know somebody. Point blank. Oh, Steve, for sure. We definitely gonna judge. You know, we always do it. And judging can save your life. You know what I'm saying? Judging can save your life. So judging has its place. But you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be calculated with the judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's patterns. It's a lot of things that gotta go into the judgment. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't about to just initially judge a person before I actually chop it up with the individual. Then when I chop it up with the individual, based off of that interaction, now I'm gonna make my judgment. And I can still be totally wrong. But man, to judge somebody, man, without even doing any type of knowledge to them is foolish. You know what I'm saying? Is 100% foolish. 100% foolish. chop it up with them. Now we can better judge this individual's character. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, man, I wouldn't even afford it that particular opportunity. Judge me straight out the gate. Don't know anything about me, or you think you may know something about me, man. Like that's and then a lot of people think they know something about me and don't even try to get clarification. And they just judge me based off what they think they know. I cannot stand that. So they may hear some things that I'm talking about, may see some books that I'm reading, something. And right there, they judge me based off of that without trying to get any clarification. No, get clarification. That's what we missing. Like if you, listen, get the understanding from the person. Get the understanding from the person, man. People don't do that. They reach their own conclusion based off of assumptions, man. And that's what I don't like. Percy, my brother, appreciate the donation. You say, me and my dad, he bumping heads all the time. He don't know how to talk to a grown person. We done had this convo several times. What do a brother do? Percy, man, I can relate to that 100%. Me and my pops clash heads a lot. We clash heads a lot, man. And only thing that worked with that, man, I stand on my square. So now it done reached the point with me and my pops. Now I got, you know what I'm saying, I got a newfound level of respect. You know, back in the day we used to clash. It's because I was a young boy. I wasn't understanding some of the things that he was on in regards to his approach at that time. Got a better understanding of him as I have gotten older. But now, certain things, I just stand on my square, and my pops know that. So when it comes to certain subjects, when it comes to certain topics, my pops don't even really be wanting to go there now because he already know what he gonna get with me. Because now I stand on my square with a lot of things, and I don't back down. So if you want to go there, we can go there. And a lot of times people don't want to take it there because they know that I'm going to come with passion and energy and I'm not backing down. So if it's one of those conversations, and if my pops know that, all right, if I had this conversation with him, it's going to go there, like, he going to think wisely. He going to be very cautious before he bring up certain subject matter. And that's where we at with it. It's like certain things, man, I just don't allow, man. And certain topics, when they come up, like, I stand on it. I don't let people talk greasy about them, and like I'm just not gonna do it. So it's certain things that people know not to bring up when I'm around if they don't want to take it there. And that's just how you gotta be. Like sometimes that silence and not saying things, man, can be a killer. You know what I'm saying? So with some things, I just let people know, like, nah, if you bring this up, this gonna be my response every time. You do that enough times, then people stop bringing that type of stuff up around you. Bobby, my brother, appreciate that donation. Appreciate it. Yeah, Bobby, and for sure, man, with the, yeah, you can't force it. Like I said, that's how I was back in the day, man, when I was grinding with the information. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to force everybody to change their ways because I felt like I came across some information that'll save the planet. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that, man. Can't do it at all, man. Can't do it at all. Can't do it at all. Like what they say, man, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, man. So when people ready to change, like everything they need gonna appear, man. But all that force, like that's dead. That's dead. I dropped that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I dropped that a long time ago to the point where like a lot of people see me in person and they think that I'm gonna be a person when I'm out in the physical dealing with the public, dropping a bunch of information. I don't rock like that no more, man. I don't do that no more. I used to. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer the question. But like now, I be chilling. You see me out in public, I ain't saying nothing. And about 12 years ago, I might have been going hard out in public. Like letting people know they need to be reading this, bringing all the books out my book bag. Like I don't do that no more, man. Unless somebody asks me, hey, man, what you read? You might not even know that I read. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more, man. It's too much resistance, man. And all you be trying to do is help people. Like, nah. I'm good. Khalil, peace, my brother, peace. MC for sure, man. You already know. Like, that's how it's crazy. Just growing up as a youngin', you know what I'm saying? I was one of the ones, until I got to high school and started tripping, I was one of the ones like honor roll and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They used to make fun of the smart kids. That's the type of, you know what I'm saying? That's what we be having to deal with. They'll make fun of you for having good grades. Like the type of stuff that you get made fun of for, like the type of stuff you get criticized for growing up in black neighborhoods, like a lot of that stuff is just stupid. You know what I'm saying? You would You would get clowned for having them good grades. Sweet Tea, peace, what's happening? Yeah, you would get clowned. You would get clowned and taken advantage of. They clown you until they want to, you know what I'm saying, pass a test or something. Then going into adulthood, like when you take care of yourself, they still clowning you. They still clowning you. AK for sure. And Bobby, you say we should never get clowned for reading. It's crazy. Crazy, man. We definitely get clowned for that. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? I thought I'm at the age now where like that should be okay now. Like, all right, man, you reading. That's what's up. Nope. People still clown you for opening up a book, cracking open the book. Ah, man, you reading. What you reading for? Like, come on, dude. You get clowned for reading. You get clowned for eating your fruits and your veggies, man. You get clowned for working out. You get clowned for meditating. You get clowned for trying to think on a positive level. You know what I'm saying, man? You get clowned for all of this type of stuff, man. You get clowned for all of it. That's why I say, man, that's why I don't care for a lot of people. Like, I don't have time for none of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my things in peace, man. Let me do my things. It should not be a taboo to see me crack open a book in a public place. It shouldn't be taboo to see me crack open a book anywhere. It shouldn't be taboo to see me focusing on my health. It shouldn't be taboo if I want to go out there and meditate. Like, it just shouldn't be strange to see that, man. But it is, man. It is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, I don't have time for it, man. I used to be so irritated, you know what I'm saying, with the world back in the day. Like I said, man, I used to try to conceal a lot of my books that I was reading. I told this story before, man, because I ain't had time to be explaining myself to people, man. They asking the dumbest questions. You know what I'm saying? I used to get tired of that, man. I used to get tired of it. Percy, appreciate that donation. And nah, man, Farrakhan analyzed my, man, they follow that 1 meal a day to a T. So yeah, I already know. Eat to live. You know what I'm saying? They live by the eat to live philosophy, man. So yeah, Farrakhan most definitely is lasting as long as he lasting because of that eat to live philosophy. 100%. Yeah, 100%. That's a very valuable philosophy to follow if you can follow it. You know what I'm saying? Just eat to live, man. A 1 meal a day, 1 meal every other day type deal. But for sure. Yeah, for sure. Airview, 100%, man. Man, I think, man, Point Blank, that's a rapper, man. Rapper from Houston, Texas, man. That dude had a song, and he had a lyric that goes something like, they say I'm a menace to society, but society is a menace to me. Like, that's what he said in the song. Man, that's how I be feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like the world definitely influenced me to become the way that I am because, like I said, I didn't used to always be the way that I am. It's from experience, from dealing with people. Like, that's what shaped me. That's what shaped all of us, our experiences. So my experiences in life shaped me to become the person who I am today. I used to roll with a lot of people, so I thought, until people start stealing from me, doing me all type of, man, like, come on, man. It's like I got a lot of examples in life, man. That's what created the person who I am today. Person that don't really too much care to rock with a lot of people and have a bunch of people that's in my circle, in my cipher. Like, nah, I done had too many situations to where people who I allow in the crib then stole from me, then lying and saying they ain't do it. Things like that, where it had to be one of y'all that was in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, man, with that being said, I'm done rocking with all these people. So that's what shaped the person that I am today. Before then, you know what I'm saying? Before then, I was rocking with people. Letting y'all in the crib, you know what I'm saying? We playing the game, doing whatever it is that we doing. Then the situation happened. Now I feel like I can't trust y'all. And these were some people I thought I can trust. So then that right there, when that happens, it's like, all right, bad experience. So now I'm gonna go ahead and have to stop fooling with people like that. I have to stop fooling with people, man, because these are the people that claim to be cool with the kid, you know what I'm saying, claim to be trustworthy and all that, and they just stole from. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I ain't investing any more time into establishing more relationships and things like that. Not happening. I ain't got time for that. I'd rather focus on some other things. I'd rather focus on myself. I'm not going to steal from myself. You know what I'm saying? So that I reached that conclusion early on. I ain't going to steal from myself. I ain't going to do myself dirty. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't about to sit around and let other people do it. You know? What they say I could do bad on my own. So that I reached that philosophy. I reached that conclusion early in my life. Early. Bootleg, peace, what's happening? Mr. Bobby, peace, my brother. Appreciate you tapping in. But yeah, man, listen, we be shaped from our experiences via living. You know what I'm saying? And we adopt some qualities that may not be so positive to the next person, but it helps us out. Like being antisocial may be a negative to a person that's like an extrovert or whatever. But to me, it's a positive. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a positive. I feel like every interaction, like you know what I'm saying? It's an exchange going on, energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm releasing energy. Every interaction. So I'm cautious in regards to how I distribute my energy. So I don't want to interact with everybody because everybody doesn't deserve, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't deserve that energy from me. And that's how I look at it. Some people may look at that as mean. Like, nah, I don't look at it as mean. I look at it as cautious, precarious. I look at it as me looking out for my health. Talking to any and everybody, that's draining, literally, man, because you are releasing energy. That will tire you out. I preserve my energy. You know what I'm saying? Preserve my energy. Keep the best part preserved for who? Self. So I'm going to preserve that energy, man. I'm preserving my health, self-preservation. I got to look out for myself. I'm not about to be out here just interacting with everybody, a social butterfly, and then wonder why I'm so exhausted at the end of the day. Nah, I ain't got time for that, man. I'm very mindful in regards to who I interact with. And I feel like that's very healthy, and I feel like it's very helpful. I don't feel like anything mean about that. If I don't feel like having a prolonged conversation with a person, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste the energy. Bootleg for sure. I have to do it for the most part in regards to just interacting, in regards to the work that I do. But when it comes to outside of that, oh, man. Yeah, buddy. It's only popping at that point. If I don't want to interact with you, I'm not. Like, I'm not even going to do it. Like, it's going to be very dry. And I hope you get the point. Hope you get the point, because I'm not going to go out of my way to be carrying on this conversation. Got to preserve that energy, man. Like I said, stuff gets draining. Stuff gets draining out here, man. Stuff gets very draining, man. You just got to preserve it, man. People don't understand, man. It's actual science behind how literally draining it is to talk all the time. Like, literally, it is literally draining. Like, this ain't even something that has, like, this is a fact. Like, it's literally draining to talk a lot. Like, it's literally draining, physically draining. Nice, 100% they don't. MC at all, man. I'm not changing up anything about myself to fit in, to coexist with anybody. Like, at the end of the day, I am not doing that. Not doing that at all. That's not coming close to happening. Not coming close to happening. Especially when that person ain't willing to change anything about themselves. So, nah. CC for sure. And they don't even realize the damage that they actually do. That's what's crazy about it. That's what's crazy about it. They don't even realize the damage that they doing to themselves. Starlight, for sure. Bootleg, they think they gaining energy. It's almost like, I'm going to give you this analogy, Bootleg. They think they gaining energy. It's almost like when you eat some candy or something, some artificial sugar, and you get that slight sugar rush. You think that candy you think that candy did something good to you because it boosted your energy temporarily. But in the long run, keep eating that candy if you want. It's detrimental to your health. That's what the people that talk and swear they gaining energy from all that talking, that's what they on. It's like that sugar rush. You keep being the motor mouth over the years, like that's going to drain you. It's going to tear you down. So yeah, in the moment you might think you gaining some energy from interacting with people. Long term, it's impossible to keep that type of cycle up. without it tearing you down physically. Like that's that analogy right there. It's like the same way as eating sugar or something like that. Yeah, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's gonna give you a little rush, but you keep eating that sugar over time and watch what it do to you. Watch what it do to you. That's why, watch how I break you down over time. Like, man, for real. People got to understand, man, it's a song. The Buddhists talk about it. Like, stillness is the move. People got to understand stillness, and people got to understand silence. People don't understand that. To the point where it'll be a problem if you are silent. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a room with a person, some people feel like it's a problem if you're not talking to them. It's like some people legit feel like you have a problem with them if you're not saying anything. I get it all the time. 9 times out of 10, when I'm silent around a person, I'm not upset, I'm not angry, I'm not mad. If anything, I'm probably more peaceful. Probably more peaceful. Like, that's probably me at my most peaceful state when I'm not saying anything. Like, if it's me and you, we in this car, man, and I'm chilling and I'm not saying anything, there's not a problem. But in the way society is today, we automatically wired to figure that there's a problem there. Like, why are you not saying anything to me? Because I like silence. Silence is okay. Maybe I don't have anything to say right now. Like, you know, sometimes some people don't have anything that they would like to say, because some people value what it is that they do say when they say it. So I'm not one of the ones that's just going to be out here just volunteering to talk just because I feel like we got to talk because we amongst one another. If I don't have anything valuable to say, I'm not going to say it. So it might be a point of time where I don't have anything valuable to add on to the, you know what I'm saying, to the situation. So I'm going to remain silent. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people like, man, why you ain't saying nothing? You mad? You good? Like, nah, I'm great. Just let me be silent. Let me be silent. Like, let me be silent, man. But a lot of people don't understand that because we so wired to think silence is a problem. And that be crazy to me, man. It's crazy, but it's not, because I understand society a little bit. Starlight for sure, 100%. Lindell, you say, I asked you a while back, do you forgive? But some people forgive and forget. Man, like, listen. Hey, it depends on what happened. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Some folks, I ain't even gonna forgive them. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did, especially if I figure like you meant it. If I feel like you did something to me and you meant it, like, all right, cool. Ambitious, peace. What's happening, Queen? You say, true, people think I'm acting funny when I'm naturally a peaceful person. I like to chill. Exactly. I get that all the time. I just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Then the thing about people such as myself, I like to chill, but it's like at the same time, I got a tolerance level. And if you reach that tolerance level with me, man, then it's like it ain't no stopping me. That's why I don't like to get angry. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like to go back and forth with individuals, because I know how I can get when that level is activated. I don't want to activate that. So that's why I choose to remain chill 95% of the time. Then when that level is activated, we have a bigger problem. So I try not to activate that level. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't be understanding that. They don't be understanding that at all. And I politely would try to warn. I used to try to warn people like, man, at age, man, you might just want to leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Because once I get started, like, it's going to be kind of hard to stop me, hard to calm me down. So you might just want to embrace me at this level in which I am chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's how you just got to politely warn people. CC for sure. You say, I used to play devil's advocate when I was younger because I hated following the crowd all the time. I like to challenge nonsense. For sure. And that was something that I naturally did. A lot of people think, and they still think, a lot of people think I do that on purpose. So a lot of people think that I don't like anything that deals with the status quo or mainstream on purpose because I'm trying to be different. Like, no, like I literally am that way naturally. Like, that's just naturally how I naturally gravitate towards things that everybody else not gravitating towards. Like, that's just my natural makeup. Like, that's just how I am. Bootleg off for sure, 100%. They can't stand the silence because it forces them to, like, sit with their own thoughts. So they got to make some noise. They got to be distracted by the chatter. I don't. I can sit in silence. I'll be chilling. Frank White, peace. What's happening? Montel for sure. MC, oh, I can vouch for that. That happens to me more than enough times, man. Especially when I come back, when I come to the crib after having to interact with people all day. So you already know, with somebody such as myself, my social battery life is already not that strong. So when I got to be out for 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours talking to people all day, last thing I feel like doing when I get to the crib is conversation. So it's like I need 30, 40 minutes or something, man, so I could just, man, like, goodness, just unwind, like, man, just be still, be silent, like, just nothing. Like, I just need about 30, 40 minutes of that. Like, I literally need that every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially after the fact, after I done had to deal with people all day. It's like the last thing I feel like doing is talking again. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this all day, man, so just, you know what I'm saying, you be needing that time of silence, solitude, man, just like, all right, nothing. Like, let me just deal with my thoughts. Let me just watch a little something. Like, let me just chill. So I know all about that. Kyra, peace. What's happening? Dead air view, you gotta watch you gotta watch it. Shantae, for sure. That's the reason why a lot of people talkative, man. They don't want to hear that subconscious. And that mug be talking. You know what I'm saying? They be speaking. You know what I'm saying? That subconscious mind be talking to you. That's why I like the silence, man. That's when I come up with some great ideas. Matter of fact, sometimes why I be upset when people interrupt my silence. Because, man, I might be conjuring up a plan to take over the world or something. Peeking in the brain style, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be conjuring up a plan in my head. Because that's when I come up with the best ideas. When I'm like silence, like on nothing. I'm coming up with all ideas, man. Everything, man. Mind is racing at that point. It's like boom, boom, boom. And it's like people want to disturb that. Like, dude, man, I just was cooking up something, and you disturbed it. So, man, a lot of things come to me when I am silent. OG Kush King, peace. What's happening? TT's World for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I tend to warn folks. I tend to warn people, man. Like it's not pretty. So I know how I can get. That's why I tell people all the time, like, dude, like, this is why I don't go to certain places. Like, I just know how I can get. So I choose to remain chill. I choose to try to place myself in environments to where I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in unpleasant environments. Like, this stuff is crucial to my peace, my sanity, my health. If I'm in an environment that's not, like, conducive to any of that, it's just gonna be a problem. And I don't like problems. I'm gonna be too old for this type of stuff now, man. You know? That's how I be looking at it. Move in silence. Peace. What's happening? Air view for sure. Hey, people fear what they don't understand. You know? Ambitious, man, and that's it. Man, I couldn't think of the word to save my life, but that's the word, decompress. That's what I was looking for, but that didn't come out right. But yeah, that's the word though. That's exactly what I need, man, because especially my line of work. Like, I'm talking all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to. It's just, that's what I gotta do. So it's like, nah, we need that time. Airview for sure, man. I'm telling man that, the inner universe is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta allow it to speak. And silence is how you allow that subconscious mind to really speak to you. Silence. That's why you get a lot of things that come to you when you are what? Like dreaming. You know what I'm saying? When you're not up distracting yourself with chatter, like when you sleep. You know what I'm saying? When you are still. That's when you get a lot of things, when dreams hit you. You know what I'm saying? So again, I like to try to embrace that when I'm awake. Be still. What they call daydreaming. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, man. Like that's when you really activate that subconscious, man. So I be tapping into that when I'm silent, when I'm still. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, focus, concentration. You start manifesting a lot of things, man. A lot of things just start popping up to you. Big Phil, peace, what's happening? Dale, peace, my brother, what's the word? What's the word? But yeah, man, it's a, like for real, man, it's people don't understand the value of just silence and stillness in general for everybody. Like everybody needs periods of silence. Everybody needs periods of stillness. Like we say, motion is medicine, but you got to balance it out with stillness. You know what I'm saying? That's why coaches have meditations, things like that, man. Like that's what we got. You got to balance it all out. Deal inequality, man. That's what we got to do, but we tend to not do that. We try to enforce it on the children, but we don't enforce it on ourselves. You tell that child to be still. We don't even understand how deep we just went with it, how metaphysical we went with that advice to that child or that demand to that child. Be still. Like, nah, you got to understand really what you're saying. Like, you also need to be still. You know what I'm saying? We moving too much as adults. We moving quite a lot. Be still. Be still, be silent, be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That could be a mantra. That could be a big time mantra, man. That could be a big time mantra for you, man. But a lot of times, man, we just so focused on moving, man. Just doing a bunch of everything but getting nothing done. You know what I'm saying? The being productive versus being efficient. You know what I'm saying? Like we be aiming to be productive, and I've broken this down several times before, but we be so focused on being productive, but being efficient is what you need to be focused on. Being efficient means you doing the right things. Being productive just means you doing a bunch of things. Like you can do anything and that's considered being productive, but are you doing the right things? That's what being efficient means. I'd rather go a day where I do one thing, but that one thing is the only thing that I needed to do for that day, opposed to me doing 20 things that I only really needed to do maybe 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? So like people don't be understanding that, man. We always move and feel like we got to be doing a bunch of things. You ain't got to do that. Make sure you do the most important thing. The most important thing that needs to be done, make sure you get that done. Anything outside of that, man, it's a bonus. But we so caught up in being overly productive, man, just doing a bunch of things, man. Half the things don't even matter, though. You got 20 things done, like I said, man, but 18 of them things that you did didn't really matter. Didn't really push you closer to a goal or nothing. So what's the point? On paper, it sounds good. Yeah, I got 20 things done. But in reality, like that, like 80% of that or 96% of that was like pointless. I'd rather do that one most important thing and focus my time and energy on that. But again, we in the multitasking type of society to where they like praise multitasking and all of that. Like that's a problem that like that's when we say people got short attention spans, like that's the culture that we live in. People have short attention spans. People can't concentrate on one thing at a time. People can't do that. It's hard for people to do that. It's hard for people to just focus on like one thing. I'm gonna just focus on this one task. I ain't gonna look at a phone. I ain't gonna have a conversation with anybody else. I ain't gonna check an email. I ain't gonna watch TV, nothing. I'm gonna just focus on this one task. And I'm gonna get this task 100% of my time, energy, and effort for 45 minutes to an hour. Like we don't do that these days. We got this task, but then we got a million other things surrounding us that's like distracting us, that causes us to rapidly shift our focus. Like that's what we be on. Oh, CC. Oh, they definitely being overly diagnosed. In the book that in the book that I just finished reading about the doctor that I've been talking about, Yeah, that people definitely been misdiagnosed. Definitely been misdiagnosed. It talks about that in that book in regards to ADHD and autism. So it's funny that you mention those. Not only are they being misdiagnosed, but they are being injected with things that are making them more susceptible to developing those conditions. So a lot of times the diagnosis may be correct, but how they got it, they lying about that. They was injected with some things that made them more susceptible or more prone to developing said conditions. And that's the part that they will leave out. That's what they gonna leave out. Mike, peace. What's happening from Kenya? Peace. What's the word? Ambitious. Yeah, I'm working on that, focusing on one task. I'm telling you, man, that's golden when you learn how to master that skill. Man, you can get so much. You will be hard. It's crazy how much you can get done in like 30 minutes. Like when you focus on something and that's all you focusing on for 30 minutes, man, you can straight get a lot done. Like you can get something done in 30 minutes that normally might take you 3 hours because you be so distracted. Like 30 minutes is a lot of time when that's all you focusing on. Like I'm telling you, well, when you lock in on something for 30 minutes, it's crazy. It's crazy how long that 30 minutes is when that's all you focusing on. When you can't touch a phone, when you ain't watching the TV, when you ain't talking to anybody. Man, that 30 minutes feel like 3 hours, man. Lindell, for sure. Basically, trust self is how I break that down. You know what I'm saying? Trust self. Always do that. You know what I'm saying? Trust self. Trust self. And a matter of fact, I forgot to bring up a book for the day. It's a business book. So all my entrepreneurs, here you go. The E-Myth. Why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. That's the book. That's the book for today. Business book, man. A little short read. But if you planning on going to business for yourself, if you're already in business for yourself, like this book right here is crucial. Definitely recommend this. So this is the book for the day for all the small business owners, entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying? All of that. This book right here is for you. But that's the book for the day, man. Bootleg for sure. When I used to rap, that's how I used to do it. I was one of the select few that used to memorize. I used to memorize my rhyme, like my verses. So I go in there, man. I go into the studio with no paper, no phone, nothing. Everybody else reading off of phones, they reading off of paper. Man, I got it right off the top of the head. Cause I used to write what I felt. So I used to, you know what I'm saying? So I was connected to what I wrote. So it wasn't nothing for me to memorize it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I wasn't no gimmick or nothing. So everything I wrote, I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I felt what I wrote what I felt. So it was personal. So it wasn't nothing to memorize it. But then once I would write it down, I would sit with it. With nothing else. I wouldn't even have to beat half the time. I just sit with what I wrote and then boy, I memorize it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I used to rock. I used to get in that zone. I'd get in the studio, no paper, no nothing, memorizing what it was that I wrote. And people, man, like I had, like the last time I went to the studio, the dude was like, "Dag, man, how you like, man, you memorized what you wrote and then you went in there and did one take." Like I literally went in there. Like it was about the shortest studio session you can imagine. I had one verse to do. I went in there, had everything memorized. They played the beat one time, did my verse, boom. And then I just added, you know what I'm saying? I doubled up and whatnot. But I went in there one take because I be in the zone, man. I'm connected to what I wrote because I write what I feel. So I was connected to it, had it memorized, had it on lock. Wasn't nothing for me to do that. But people didn't understand that creative zone. Ooh, Airview, I haven't read that book, but I know about that book. I know about it. I haven't read it yet, though. CC for sure. Yeah, it's a good read. It's actually a brutally honest book from where I'm at right now. Brutally honest, man. Some things I know I need to work on as far as like the business tip. This book was kind of like a harsh reality slap in the face, so I definitely recommend this joint. It's definitely if you thinking about going into business for yourself, you definitely need to read this book Because it's definitely not going to, you know what I'm saying, glamorize and romanticize working for yourself. Like, yeah, it's letting you know, like, nah, just because you good at doing something don't mean you should start a business doing that. It's basically how this book starts off. Don't, like, you good at doing something don't mean you qualified to run a business where that's what you doing. And a lot of people don't be understanding that, but yeah. Yeah, Montel, man, I mean, some people think I do. From time to time, I might, you know what I'm saying, spit some, write some, but I'm not on it like I was, man. I used to be on it hard. Like, on it hard, like trying to come up, like rapping in the closet, you know what I'm saying, having the stuff on my laptop, investing in all the equipment, you know. Airview for sure, man. I'm telling you, I mastered that art, man. I mastered that art and that science. I was like Jadakiss and them and whatnot, man. I didn't believe that I should have to have, like, I should be able to rap my lyrics, man, off of straight memory. Like, that's how I always felt. I didn't feel like a true artist, man. If I'm sitting off here reading off of this, like, nah. I was like, nah, man, I got it. Like, I got it. Like, I didn't, like, if I perform something, don't play my song with the words. Just give me a beat and I got it. Like, that's how I used to be. That's why to this day, sometimes when I hear old stuff that I did, I remember it. Like, I might not have heard it in 10 years, but I remember it because, again, like I said, I was connected to it. I felt what I wrote. I felt it. And so that's how I operate a lot, man. I operate off of how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's why I may resonate with some people, because I speak what I feel. That's why I resonate with some of the artists that I resonate with. You know what I'm saying? If they rap and I feel them, like, I can rock with it. Life Coach, that book is great. I've actually recommended that book before on one of my streams. I recommended another one of his books, man, The Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation, by the same author. But yeah, no, that gallbladder and liver cleanse by dude is a powerful book. Most definitely. Yeah, no, that book is definitely righteous, man. Most definitely. I have recommended that book. Got that book right at the crib. Right at the crib, man. That's a good book. That's definitely a good book. But yeah, they definitely they jabbing folks up. And it's not just the jab that has currently been invented, you know what I'm saying? But it's other jabs that are responsible for making people more prone to developing the autism and ADHD and all that. You know, but they not gonna come out here and, of course, confirm that and admit that. Like, they're not gonna do that. We know that. But we know the truth, though. Oh, Montel, for sure, man. It's the politics of it, man. I don't even care to do music anymore, man, because of the way the game is nowadays. Like, I don't like how stuff is. So that's why I don't really care to do music now. Like, I just don't even care. First of all, everybody do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't care. It's just too easy. Like, everybody got a platform, man. It's just too easy to rap nowadays, man. So I'd rather just do something else, man. It's just too easy. Yeah, it's too easy, man. So I left that game alone, man. It's just too easy. It's an oversaturated market, especially with streaming and things like that. Like, I just don't even care to immerse myself in that field any longer, man. It used to be my passion, boy. I used to love it. Now, not so much. Not so much. I used to write poems and raps every day. I can't even tell you last time I wrote something. Can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Cannot tell you the last time I wrote something along those lines. I just don't have the drive to do that anymore. It's oversaturated, man. You go on Apple Music or something, man. Everybody got an album on that joint. Everybody got a single out. Like, man, nobody got time for that. Ray, peace, what's happening? Oh, Montel, for sure. For sure, man. But like I say, it's just oversaturated out here, man. 100% oversaturated. It's like I don't have no desire to be putting I got my music up on iTunes. Like, I don't even care about it no more. Like we was on that stuff before it was all popular. When you actually had to purchase your music on iTunes, like purchase the album for $9.99 type deal, or purchase the actual album CD. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff was still cracking out here, man. That was when I kind of liked music and whatnot. Like that's when I was really passionate about it, man. That's when the game was cold to me. Now it's just, I don't care. Like I probably could have been something with it too, most definitely. I probably could have made some noise musically, like on an underground type of level or something, man. But I was like, nah, I ain't like the direction of music. Like I didn't like from the streaming. Like I'm just not a fan of how it is. Because at the end of the day, like especially if you striving to make a career out of it, man, you got to have a bunch of other things going on for you. You got to have a bunch of other things going on for you. Oh, yeah, Air View for sure. I definitely can relate to that. For a minute, that's what I was known for. That's what people knew me for. Dean, peace, what's happening? Like I said, I've been rapping since like the 5th grade, man. Yeah, I think that's when I did my like first rap. But I was always into me. I'm still that hip hop head. I'm still knowledgeable when it comes to hip hop. I'm always respect the culture and love the culture. Always. You know what I'm saying? I'm always be knowledgeable in regards to that type of stuff though. Bootleg, man, I don't even care if it's an age limit. I just don't even care to do it. It's just I'm not caring to do it. But yeah, for sure though, man. I be trying to let, you know what I'm saying, the young bulls have their little fun or whatever. And then the people that I respect that's been out here doing their thing, let them go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, continue to do their thing. I just respect that craft, man, and support them. But yeah, man, it's getting that time for you, man. I don't know. I'll probably about 5 more minutes or so. Chop it up, man. Freestyle, talk about some little things that's happening out here, man. I mean, the main thing that's happening, we already know. All the sicknesses that's happening out here, like it's crazy. They got a bunch of different strands of this virus and whatnot. So that's like what we got to keep our eyes on. It's crazy. Like every time you look up, it's a new variant of this joint. And again, ain't nobody thinking twice about it. Ain't nobody thinking that this is suspect and this is odd, which I always find that to be odd and suspect in and of itself. But they getting real, like the agenda out here is like really in our faces right now. And a lot of people ain't really, I don't want to say paying attention, but a lot of people not really understanding that like this was like manufactured and this is all like planned. A lot of people really not understanding that, man. They not seeing it for what it really is. And it's right in their faces, man. It's like some things just happening. Like, it's like, dude, this should make sense to you. Like the light should click in your head right now that, oh, okay, they really playing with us out here. But it's not clicking with most people. It's not. Dale, peace, my brother. Yeah, bootleg every week, man. Every week. New variant every week. And I'm like, am I the only person that's finding that odd where I'm at? Like, or nobody else is finding it strange? Like, come on. Like, this ain't adding up to everybody. Instead, they just get afraid. That fear is like, oh my goodness, it's another variant. I'm afraid now. Like, nah, I'm not afraid. I'm suspicious. I'm like, dude, all these variants coming out this fast. Like, that's interesting. To the point, like I said, man, people that wasn't getting sick originally, now they getting sick. Interesting. It's interesting, man. Obviously, y'all jabbing these people up and y'all injecting them with something, and that's what's being passed around. But again, like I said, they not gonna confirm that. They not gonna admit that. That's not gonna be their truth, but it is what it is. Big Phil, definitely calculated. Definitely calculated. But they want to swear up and down that it's not out here. And they want to swear up and down that it's medical misinformation. Conspiracy theorists, like I said, all of that type of stuff, man. We just truth seekers. You know what I'm saying? We're not afraid to ask questions. Not afraid to ask the right questions. Or the question that people are afraid to ask. Like, I ain't afraid to ask them questions. Trying to tell you, so you need a 4th booster. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that. A 4th booster. Like, what? Like, none of this makes any sense. I need a 4th booster. For, like, what? Like, come on, man. Like, this ain't adding up to be why I need 4 boosters. Like, dude, no. Bootleg, for sure, for sure. R.I.P. Bob and Sidney Poitier, man. Ooh-wee, boy, you know what I'm saying? 2022 started hitting us crazy with some of these deaths, man. But, yeah, Sidney Poitier, man. Hey, R.I.P. to that brother right there, man. Trailblazer, but, yeah. Fourth booster, like that's what we on. I have 0 boosters, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't on the 4th one, you know what I'm saying? People on their 4th booster out here. I'm on booster 0. And that's how I'm gonna remain. I'm gonna remain booster free. I'm gonna remain shot free, booster free, whatever it is. Nobody got time for all this. But most of the people, man, they not finding anything odd about what's going on. You have conversations with these people and they just accepting what is being told to them, which is the funny thing. Because now I got people that's accepting the 5-day quarantine, and these were some of the main people that was panicking. Back when this thing popped off, I'm like, now it's the same virus with 1 million variants. Now they telling you to quarantine for 5 days, and now you cool with that. About a year ago, you were not cool with quarantining for 10 days. So this type of stuff be weird to me, man. Like, all of a sudden now you cool with less days quarantining, even though it appears as if it's more variants of this virus. Like, if anything, you should be more afraid of that type of advice. But whatever, though. Whatever. Can't tell these people anything, man, because they gonna trust Whitey. They gonna trust the science that these white folks out here putting in front of them that they want them to see. They gonna trust that science. You know what I'm saying? They gonna trust it. So I ain't even gonna go out of my way to try to tell them otherwise or convince them otherwise. It is what it is, man. Go ahead and accept Fauci and everything that he say. Go ahead. Be my guest. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the CDC tell you is right and exact. Like, CDC ain't never lied. CDC can never be corrupted. Go ahead and trust them. Go ahead and trust FDA too. Go ahead and trust all of them. Matt Peace, what's happening? What's the word? But y'all, with that being said, man, 5 minutes is up, man. I gotta make a move. I'm gonna try to finish off this book, man, because this book definitely got some good advice, man. We trying to read. Hey, I got a goal, man. I'm trying to read about 60, 75 books this year, man. You know what I'm saying? So I finished my first book was yesterday. I'm gonna finish this book in about 2 days, man. So we on a mission, man. We're on a mission. I'm trying to get these books done, man. Trying to get these books done. But with that being said, man, I might tap in with y'all tomorrow. If not, definitely a tap in with y'all Wednesday, man. But again, I appreciate all the donations. Appreciate all the comments. All the good stuff, man. It's always positive. It's always peace, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. Y'all stay healthy and safe out here, man. I'm out, though.